educator first, so understand that that's my lens. I am very cerebral, and a lot of what I do, that's just part of my style. But when I think of hunger, I think first of children and how you cannot concentrate on Shakespeare if your stomach is rumbling. Go into those communities, not thinking those communities, but this is a shared community. I have just as much to learn from the people that I'm working with as they have to learn and get from me. It should be a mutual exchange.
I really enjoyed the session. I think that it stretched me a little bit intellectually. I would absolutely recommend it to a university.
I tell you, class has a much bigger breadth than race. But you cannot have an intelligent conversation about class without talking about both race and gender, because they parallel way too much. So when we talk about pathways out of poverty, there's three ways that I know of. Access of information, access to a support system, right? And access to resources. It could be financial, it could be people knowing someone, that is a resource. It could be networking, it could be your parents. That's how you sustainably stay and get out of and stay out of poverty.
Telling you their personal stories, and it was very powerful in the room. And I also admired her ability to tell us about how it's so important to know how to ask the right questions, and so to understand the world that we live in, and that we shouldn't just kind of follow, but we need to start looking, taking a step back and realizing what's really going on. So.
Look for what's not being said. And once you begin to do that, it becomes very loud.
Yes, absolutely. What I really enjoyed about the session was the fact that it was applicable. It was something that was hands-on. Definitely brought me a sense of awareness. Definitely made me think differently.
There is a certain level of frustration that I want you to feel with this experience. But what I want you to do with that frustration is be able to take it back to your respective cities, your respective communities, and be able to do something systematically to address. I don't say fight, because I think that, and this is a spiritual thing, right? It's a universal law. Whatever you fight comes back harder. War on drugs. What happened? War on poverty. What happened? If you address it with love, right? Which is some of the social programs that we have, that's one way to address.
I honestly really enjoyed the session, and I think it was facilitated very well, so I really appreciate it.
Education means being emancipated mentally so that you can formulate the right questions to ask. You know how to go and research or find it for yourself, right? And you're not so easily moved by what somebody tells you just because it's said. That's the beauty about critical thinking.
Of course, I really would recommend her to another college or university. I may even call her for my college or university. It was really great.